Hi everyone, this is Penwithers. Just thought I'd show you how I ballast the working section of the point. Chatting to someone else about this and I thought I'd do a little video just to show how I do it. Usually when I've ballasted, I've done all the tracks and I've done the point up to about this section here where the blades hinge. And then I'll leave this bit, and I always find this is the worst bit, so I always leave the worst till last. But on this section I'm going to do the worst bit first. What I do is have quite a small paintbrush, and I use PVA. I apply it neatly in between the sleepers, trying not to get it on top of the sleepers. Once you get a bit worked up on the brush, it's not too bad. But like I say, this one's a little bit of an awkward position to actually do. So let's say we just run it through. Paint in between. Just bear with us. Sorry about that. So, like I was saying, just get this neat PVA and run in between. Give it a good thick coat. Try and not get it on the sleepers, but you will do. We can wipe that off in a minute. Move the blades across, and then hopefully we can just get it in. Push the PVA in underneath. Once your brush gets loaded, it's not quite so bad to do, but like I say, just a little bit time consuming. Type of thing I just do if I'm feeling in the mood, do a couple at a time. Right, so that's the PVA done. And just have a bit of tissue a minute. Wipe off the top of the sleepers. Make sure that's all clean. And then I just use the Woodland Scenics medium ballast. And just get a little bit on the end of the spoon. Just a little bit like that, and then just try and gently tease it in so we don't get too much in there. So it's the type of thing we can come back if we miss a little bit, come back and do a little bit more another day. But so I don't see the, we literally just want to cover that cover up the base. Little small paintbrush. And fill in the gaps in between. Personally, I don't think if you've got a little bit of, like, obviously my baseboards were grey. If you've got a little bit showing, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. But like I say, it's just being quite cautious. Make sure that it's all perfectly clean. A couple little bits of ballast are just dropped in there on that action. But like I say, I don't think it will cause any difficulties. Like I say, I prefer to keep the ballast down below the sleepers on these sections. I think if you had like 75 or 80% of it covered, you're not really gonna, you know, no one's gonna stop the horses from galloping if there's a bit not done. like I say, really that's all there is to it. And hopefully that'll give some people some ideas of how it's done. But and that little piece just come out now, so. But like I say, I do use that PVA neat, so seems to help it stick. There I was working free. That's the only thing I found with ballasting around points. You've got to be very careful when you run the PVA in with a syringe. It tends to flood out around. So, but hopefully that's been useful to you. I say nice and clean. So. And obviously I'd leave that for 24 hours, give it a hoover off, and then if there is a bare patch you can always just touch in a little bit more. But there we are. Thanks for watching, comments appreciated, and as they say, bye for now.